What's good, superstars? Back with another VV video. You got Superstar Joe. You got Superstar Rob in the building. How's it going, Rob?
Pretty
good. Beating off all the imposters as we go here. Guys, if you're new here, do not forget, become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification. You know, whenever we post, you can also become a VIP member. $2.99 a month. Hit the join button under the video. Get up to that super duper rare. That's 2 years of being a VIP. You get the maximum entries into the giveaways. Giveaways at the end of every single month. We're a couple days away. You can follow us on X. Follow us on Instagram if you want to talk to us on the DMs, but also join the Discord. In the Discord, we have all kinds of other superstars chatting up in our Discord. There's also an imposter account that was just there, Superstars Money Joe with an S in there. That is not me. I will not DM you first. I will not add you. I will not try to DM you or ask you for any information, wallets or any of that stuff. I'll always reach out to you through other means. But if I have to talk to you. But anyways, that account has been banned from our server, and there's been PSA all over Twitter, on X. You're going to see it in just a second. But join the Discord. That's where we learned about the imposter account. I mean, people are all over it. Very, very intelligent people in the Discord, not just about digital collecting, but in general.
Yeah, you're not going to fool the superstars. If you're going to come in here and you're going to try to fool Superstar Nation, they're too smart for that. Everybody is very open, and they all communicate. So the moment this started happening, it was flagged. And sure enough, it was dealt with. So make sure you guys are still join the Discord. Always be vigilant. Be careful on clicking links. You never know who's trying to drain your wallet, right? But join the Discord because that's how we run all our gifting programs. Every month we do gifts. We want to give away lots of cryptos this month. We want to give away some. We may even give away some McFarlane. Usually anything that's self-custodial, we try to give away. So make sure you guys join the Discord and let us know.
Yep, and shout out to the comic guy and Leo who were ones who pointed out to me that they were getting DMs. Guys, Superstar Money Cryptoys Town Hall recap. This is a recap of the spaces that we were on yesterday with Cryptoys team. I did a little bit of a recap yesterday. If you guys weren't able to catch the space, it was not recorded, so I tried to pull the tidbits that I remembered from that space and put them into a video for all your faces. So if you're into that, definitely go check that out. We got Brad.
I can hear that.
I had to mute that just in case, but we have Brad's drop some accessories happening on Flick.
Oh, nice.
Looking like they got some AR. Perina posted this video. Pretty cool.
That's cool.
I'll let it play in the background while you talk here.
Nice. And by the way, this is if you look at the smoothness of AR within FlickPlay, we've done a lot of discussion about how FlickPlay may be the smoothest and probably is the smoothest AR app that's on the market right now. And they have a really great concept where they've gated digital collectibles, right? They've gated through their app. You have to own the NFT in order to get access to this Brat stall. This is what I think we're going to see more of in the future. FlickPlay is just early to this. Yeah. And of course, their AR is only going to get better and better. If they already are the top, they're already working on things. We've seen them do things where like they can go up walls. Like it knows there's a wall. If you're driving a car, like bump into a wall, it's crazy.
They know exactly. They're using the token gating already for music as well. The Baby Shark drop, you had certain songs attached to certain characters. If you wanted to utilize the song, you had to own the collectible to use the song. So, I mean, they're innovating over there. Smaller scale right now, but I think what they're doing is in the right direction.
Yep.
Shout out to D and Hanano on their way to 500 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed over there, definitely check it out. They have the Cryptoys team on their channel on Aloha Friday tomorrow. So you're going to definitely want to tune into that live stream. They've got Poof, they've got Elizabeth, and they have Matt on from the Cryptoys team. So that's a great crowd, a great group of people that we love, and definitely excited to listen to what they got to say.
Yeah, and hopefully they hit 500. I mean, they've done great things for the space. They've been very active community members. They've been very supportive of everybody. They deserve that 500 number, and I hope anybody watching who hasn't already subscribe to the Uncommon podcast. Mahalo.
There you go. Will putting out some teasers. We love some teasers from Will. He's got the mobile app. His little teaser here, so open. So he's got the test flight. It looks like ready to go, and it says Cryptoys soon. So maybe he has to learn the lingo. The soon, but the mobile app. Very excited for that.
Yeah, this is going to be great. I can't wait for this. We're going to have lots of fun doing videos on this. When it comes out, we got to bring back the screen share that we were doing for Disney Pinnacle. We're going to do it for the Cryptoys mobile. I love it. This is great.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a teaser on what we talked about in the space as well. Mobile app was a big hot topic and got some alpha leaks in there. So definitely go check out the video. You want to learn more about that.
Yep.
This is the scammer who's trying to scam. You can see this S here. My username does not have that S. It's Superstar Money Joe, not Superstars Money Joe. Nice little wise guy. I think there's even a couple extra spaces in this name here, but I will not DM you. I'll not add you to ask you any questions about your wallets and whatnot. Most of us know each other here anyway, so please share this message if you can, so that nobody else gets scammed inadvertently.
Yeah, and you know, again, it's going to happen, guys. This is just a small situation. We've heard all kinds of stories of people just getting open links. Sometimes you have a security breach where somebody goes on a Discord. We've seen some crazy stuff where like the link expired, and somebody copied that link so that everybody in the future who clicked the link then got hacked. I think it was on was it Elmon X?
Yeah,
Elmon X. They had that hack. So just be vigilant, be very careful when you click links. Always reach out if you have a question or you don't trust something. Take the caution away. Download Wallet Guard, and you'll be okay.
Yeah. All right. So let's jump in right here. Let's talk about it. I mean, Veve had a recent drop. Rob, why don't you talk about it?
Okay, so Veve, it was a pretty interesting drop. Veve kind of threw everything they had at this year, right? It was these grenades. It was called the Handle with Care, and it was a blind box with some of the scarcest things we've seen in a long time. For the secret rare, only 25 editions for the secret rare. This is insane. And the nice thing about this drop is that they did mix in a digital aspect to this. If you got this blue grenade, you were rewarded with a digital. And there was also some other details where if you got ultra rare 395, you would also get a special poster. And they also, I think, gave a number of some other ones as well. It says here the collectors who secure the grenade green number 395 or the grenade orange number 188 will also win one of these prints. They made a change there. So I think this was a drop that, you know, it showed that Veve was willing to start doing a bit more than just providing a digital collectible. They said, okay, well, we're going to give you a drop that's a digital collectible. It's going to be animated, which is always fun. It's going to be scarce. And there's going to be a physical aspect, which is the utility. And if you got the mint number, you're going to get something physical too. So they really threw layers of utility at this. And I don't think it's a coincidence that this was with an independent artist. Maybe they had more flexibility with that licensor in order to do something like this. And this may be a trend. We may start seeing this a lot more often. We've done videos for almost 2 years now talking about how important it is that you need to have utility and you need to leverage the whole point of NFT technology, which is the verification of ownership. And we may start seeing a lot more of these kind of drops because let's be real here. If you're going to just drop a collectible, people may not want it. They want to see more because the NFT technology verifies their ownership. And if you're going to go just scarce, sometimes going scarce isn't enough because eventually you're going to just go scarce so much that now it's not scarce anymore. So you imagine doing 100 drops with 25 as the secret rare. All of a sudden, it kind of dilutes that draw on the app for being the most scarce thing on the app.
Yeah, I mean, Veve taking a big page out of the Starboys drop mechanic. I mean, when we released our Starboys, we had a very similar chase. The way that it worked was as it was moving, we had certain mint numbers that if you were able to land that mint number, or they're all one of ones, our Starboys, but if you were able to land that Starboy associated with a certain mint number, then you got whatever prize was associated with that. At the time, I think we were doing McFarlane drops and whatever else was interoperable. But it's a great way to gamify the drop. So I think it brings a little bit more excitement back to the drop. That was one of the really big draws initially, was that there was that tapping at the top, the buy now button, to see if you would get in there. I made it fun, obviously, with the wait list, a little bit more fair for everybody worldwide now, but also a little bit more boring. You click a button, you wait half an hour or whatever it is, and now you see if you landed it or if you didn't land it. On top of that, you have the physical utility. Shout out Superstar Money Mystery Box NFT project, where we had the mystery fanny packs, and then if you landed a certain one, you got a physical sent to you. I know you probably have it hanging around there, but there's a lot of different ways to gamify the drop, and I think Veve nailed it with this drop. I think another big thing here that we got to take note of is that this is a collaboration with Elmon X. So we know that Elmon X has been testing the waters when it comes to utilities and different ways to have fun drops. Very happy that Veve was able to implement some of Elmon X, maybe more creative innovation into their drop. And hopefully we see some more of this down the line. And it would be amazing to see this with some larger IP. But again, I think this is a good start. Start testing it out with independent artists, with collaborative drops with Elmon X and whoever else comes to the platform. But this seems like it worked, and I think that they're taking notes on that for sure.
Well, we got to remember the people who are here right now are like the true early adopters. And the question is, in the future, what exactly is going to be the thing that brings in new people and new users? And this does not apply just to Veve. This applies to any company in this space that's offering any form of digital collectibles. And I think when it comes down to it, the average person is not interested in buying just an AR object. We know that as time goes on, many of these AR objects, they already are, can be bought for cents or for free. And they could be extremely high quality as well. So what's going to make these companies stand out in the future? It's ultimately going to be utility. And I think licensor utility, like these kind of giveaways, is one great example of a form of utility that I think will excite people. And especially if you get fandoms that are very interested. And for example, we talked about Blackpink and how Imagine Blackpink had exclusive merch that you can only get if you were to go for a drop on Veve. I feel like things like this would really entice people who may have no interest in NFTs, have no interest in the digital side of things. They may become very interested in participating now because of the utilities that may come from the participation. Sorry, Joe, you want to jump in?
No, I mean, you brought up a good point. Imagine, like, I think obviously Blackpink not really actively touring right now, but if they were to do something similar with another artist or group or whoever, and they come out with a drop with collectibles and they were actively touring, can you imagine, even if Veve went and personally bought the ticket for a concert and got like 6 pairs and said, listen, if you land this mint number, this mint number, or this mint number, congratulations, you now have a chance at or you're getting tickets to thing. You can send tickets digitally. It's even something a little bit easier when it comes to logistics of shipping it to someone wherever they are. Obviously, it would be location based, and then people would have to figure it out. But it drops people in because maybe somebody like whoever, a Taylor Swift, people can't get those tickets. It's hard to get a ticket to a Taylor Swift concert. They hear, oh, you can do it through Veve. You go buy this collectible. Sure, people might initially be just doing it to jump on the platform to get into that concert, but you never know what's going to stick, right? People might get on there and be like, oh, I like this. I like Blackpink. I like Ron English. I like certain things that Veve has on here. What is this all about? What else are they coming out with? What's the next drop? I think that is a big part of how you spread the love and you make this app more well-known. We all know that the people here already know about Veve. We all know that the people who were here and left already know about Veve. But how do you get into that market that doesn't know about Veve, that doesn't know about digital collectibles, that doesn't know about NFTs, the way utility can be applied, the way that it could impact the real life people? So I think you hit the nail on the head when it came to that thing. And we're going to go on a little bit off topic here, but at the same time, the utility is something that we've continued to preach. And now I think starting to make sense as you see things come out like this.
Another thing too, and that I think is one of the most powerful and effective utilities, is just gamification in general. I think in the space it's being tested right now. I did a video recently, Joe, when you weren't around, on what's it called? Pink Fong Baby Shark. There's a platform out there that's incorporated actual gamification now with Baby Shark, right? And it's NFT based. So every item that's on there is an NFT. So I think we're going to start seeing more and more of this. What I would like to see, though, on the Veve side is how can they do this with Veveverse? Veveverse is an interesting aspect to the company. They initially said they weren't planning on having any form of metaverse. Now they're doing it. If they're going to spend the time and invest the resources to do this, I think it's an opportunity for them to really bring in gamification now, to give people a reason to own these collectibles and to use them. I don't think every person's a gamer, but I think there's enough gamers out there in the world where if you give them a fun enough game and anything that's attached to any officially licensed IP to, you have a chance of maybe bringing in a different type of crowd. who want to buy these things so they want to play the game. I don't know. It's way too early for me to comment. We don't have beta access to the Veverse. They mentioned in their PowerPoint presentation that they had gamification planned, but so much has changed. I don't know if that's still going to be the case. It's possible it's just going to be a home space with no gamification. But I think that Veve really will miss an opportunity if they don't have some, traditional form of gamification within the Veverse. And I think the licensors would be very happy with that as well. When they do a drop, if you can get almost like a default games, like one game where no matter what collectible you own, you can play the game with the collectible. Like, I don't know if they can come up with something like that. But if there's a way that they can find just more utility like they did on this drop, and they could do it over and over again, I think it's going to be super helpful long-term for bringing in new users. So yeah. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, I think another thing that they've tested out, obviously they've tested out the size of the drops. They've tested out, and we've done videos on the channel talking about how scarcity is not the only thing that matters. I think they can also play around with the price. Maybe if you want to have a little bit more editions, the price could come way down, and then you can play around with hitting mint numbers on drops like you did over here for physicals. Maybe it could be for something else. Maybe it could be for something digital. Maybe you have a drop. Imagine that Venom drop coming, instead of being however many editions. Imagine it was like, and I know that's a crafting one, so it's kind of it's fixed that way. But imagine you had like a Wolverine. Instead of being 3,000 editions, it was 10,000 editions, but it was $5. And then they had 25 sprinkled in mint numbers. If you hit that mint number, then you were able to get X amount of MCP points or X amount of whatever collectibles. You can get a shot at different collectibles. And in that drop page, they say like, oh, we're going to give you one of these held back collectibles. And that's a chase item. That would really spark sales, help people to jump in. And maybe people want more than one of them, right? Maybe people want to have more than one. They don't want to spend $50, have only one. Maybe they want to have more than one and reward people who are here. There's different ways to play the game. We saw that this works. Maybe now you double down on this, see if it works again on something else. Maybe at IP, you try something similar, and then you play around that way. But happy to see something that sold out, that did the job, and that utility was rewarded.
Yeah, and we're still early in the technology front. When georeferencing comes in, the ability to actually in AR place things in a space, such as using the Vision Pro, and then somebody else who has that technology walks in the room and they can see it. I think that Veve's art at that point, maybe because it's officially licensed versus the copycat that may be free, you may have collectors and people who really do care that it's official start, wanting to buy the art now because they're going to hang it in their real space. This was one of the first utilities that Joe and I were attracted to when we entered into this space, is this georeferencing, which is just coming in now. 2024, it's here. But I think we're potentially up to a decade away from a world in which everybody just wears these glasses, maybe even longer, and they can just start replacing physical art, replacing our monitors, start actually doing everything now with these glasses. Nobody wants to wear these bulky glasses for 2 hours. Remember, we did a video on the Apple Vision glasses, we'll call it. And they had to scrap the project. They were looking for 2026. That's not going to happen. Delayed indefinitely. They cannot figure out the battery. They need a battery that's going to last at least 10 hours if they're going to make this work practically. So I think the world will have to change on the technology front. And then simple AR utility might be more useful with georeferencing, but it's going to be a long time for that. And I think that right now you have to look at other forms of utility like Phygital, like this is a great example of that. Obviously chasing, gamification, maybe if you can mix in social aspects. Everybody loves if you have this NFT, you get access to a certain party. A lot of great things here. So guys, let's hear your thoughts. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think about how this drop went down? Do you think that this is going to be kind of a new trend we're going to see on Veve now, different layers of utility, Phygital, scarcity? Is this something that we're going to see more commonly now? Do you believe that you can't just deliver on digital collectibles anymore and that it's important to be more than that with utility? Let me know in the comments below. If you haven't already, don't forget, become a superstar, smash the subscribe button, join the superstar fam, hit the bell notification button to get every single video every single day. Also do our superstar VIPs, $2 a month. Star beside your name, ask for spreadsheets, giveaways, guys. Thank you so much. Take care. We see you next one.
Love you. Bye.